Hey there YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you how to use a multimeter. If you're a beginner or a pro, this is the general multimeter which you're going to be using, and with this you can measure different aspects of electricity and circuits. And over here we have DC voltage, this is AC voltage, this is AC current, this is HFE, which means the gain of transistor. This particular on the one is a individual which produces a frequency generator. This is the continuity of the buzzer mode, and over here we have the ohms range, by which we can measure the different resistance. And over here we have the one for the HFE for PNP and NPN transistor. So let's get started how to use this multimeter. Before using the multimeter, you need to know what our probes are. These are called the probes, and you get a black one and a red one. The first thing you want to do is insert the black probe in the COM one, and then the red one in the ohms, voltage and milliamp one. And from this you have set up your multimeter, and to measure the current, let me set it up. First we're going to see how to measure AC current, so AC voltage, sorry. So we are going to set the dial at 200. Now when we put it in the socket, we see that it's showing 1, which means it's an over voltage, because in general we have a 220 to 230 volts AC. So now I've set the dial at 750, sorry. And now when I put it here, you will see we get 238 voltage AC. This is how you measure the AC voltage. And now let me set up a rig so we can measure the DC voltage. Now over here I have connected a 5 volt DC supply to my breadboards, and I'm gonna measure it. But before getting into it, let's understand how the voltage works. Voltage function works on here. Over here we have 200 millivolts, and then 2000 millivolts, then we have 20 volts, then we have 200 volts and 1000 volts DC. So we know that this is a 5 volt supply, so we're going to set the dial at 20 volts, and then we're going to connect it and see the measurements. My bad. Yes, as you can see, it's showing 4.99 volts, which is equivalent to 5 volts DC, and I've connected the probes in reverse, so you can see a negative symbol, which means that I am using the probes, or the voltage is reversed. So if I turn the probes and connect the black one on the negative lead to the negative one, we get the same value but without a negative symbol, which means that the voltage is giving us in a proper direction, not in the reverse way. So this is how you measure the voltage. And before getting into the current, I'm going to show you how to measure resistance and other functions. If you're a beginner or a pro, most likely, or if you're an electronic hobbyist, most likely is that you're going to buy this Unity D3830D multimeter, which is very efficient and accurate, and it's budget friendly because it costs only 150 to 200. On Flipkart or Amazon you might get it for 250, but it's quite accurate and it's well designed, and we can measure different functions with that. So I'm going to show you how to measure the resistance of using this multimeter. Let me set up my rig, and then I'm going to show you how to measure the resistance. Now to measure the resistance, you need to set the dial to the ohms range, and over here I have set it to 2000 ohms. But before that, I'm going to show you how to measure resistance of any resistor. You see it's color coded over here, so it is brown, black and red, and you can Google that and find out the exact correct value of that resistor. It's basically 1K in my case. And now I'm simply just gonna connect the probes over here, and you can see it's showing 1015, 1008, 999, approximately it's 1k. It's pretty accurate. And let me say set up a trim pot to see how accurate and how much it can measure. Now as you can see, let me focus up. As you can see, I'm using a 102 trim pot, which is equivalent to 1k resistance. So let me set the dial to approximately 2000 ohms. And as I'm using some jumpers and leads for this, so we are getting an approximate value of 100 ohms. But let us increase that, and let's see. As we are increasing the value, we can see that we are getting at 1251 ohms, which is approximately equivalent to 1 kilo ohm of resistance. So this is how you measure the resistance. And for continuity, it's basically very simple. Set the dial to continuity mode, and continuity means you can check if there is a short in a circuit or not. So when I connect, if there is no short, it's going to be showing, or it may be a short. When if it's continuous, it's going to show up as a beep. For example, there is no breakage between this jumper, so when I connect this one and the other lead over here, we can see that it's beeping, which means that the line is continuous and there is no breakage in the line. So for example, in this breadboard, we know that each of these are connected in series. Let me see if I could get a pin. Yes. Alright, let's check it over here. We know that both of these are separated individually, and it runs parallel to each other. So when I connect this, there is no continuity between that, because there is no connection between these two lines. So that is how you test the continuity, and it can be also used to check a diode. For example, let's check if the IC is burned or not. Since there is no continuity between the IC, that means the IC is not short, and this is how you use the buzzer mode. And in my part 2, I'm going to show you how to measure the current and HFE, or gain of a transistor. Thank you, and please, if you do like my video, please consider subscribing and supporting the channel by like, comment and subscribing.